Hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of Echoes of Malus. When last we left off, our Questing Quartet went on the road. It was road trip episode, baby. They had a scare that Atromos might attack. Connor had some girl problems. Overnight, Lee got threatened with a knife to his neck, and then Aila protected the party from a dangerous sandstorm.
We have done, we are on day 2 of 5 or something, right?
Roughly day 5, depending on how it goes, but yes.
Okay.
I can't wait to die on the 5th day and redo this entire thing.
The 5th day. I do remember Jake saying he wanted to get through 5 days in about 2 episodes, so we're making great time so far.
We'll see what happens. One thing I wanted to clarify on that I listening back, I realized I didn't make clear. You guys can do more than 8 hours of travel in a day. It's just that is called a forced march, and every hour beyond the 8th that you are continuing to travel, you will take an additional Constitution saving throw. With increasing difficulty checks for it. It's an additional 1 to the DC for every hour. So the first hour of Forced March would be a DC 16, then 17, then 18.
That's just for taking levels of exhaustion.
Right, exactly.
Right.
If you guys have to stop in the middle of the day to do something, that doesn't cut into your 8 hours. You can still take the rest of your full 8 hours, because it doesn't take 16 hours to camp. 16 hours is 8 hours within it is when you need to rest. And then it's just that going more than 8 hours is exhausting.
Do you rest? Can you rest for a full 16?
You can't take a long rest, out here. Without resting for 24 hours straight.
Okay.
And you do need
Doesn't
to
matter.
sleep for 8 hours every night.
Okay.
And we've already got all these levels of exhaustion that are potentially going to be against us. I don't know if we ever want to do a forced march unless something... I wonder if that's going to happen, if something forces us to hurry.
Connor's great.
Don't give
Connor's
him any
doesn't have any
ideas.
exhaustion yet.
See, Aila has exhaustion, and who else?
I think Azza and Lou, you guys are on a bit of like a rocky outcropping. You guys are firmly in the more like stony part of the desert. Most of the sand is behind you, and you're on a bunch of like hills and cliffs and finding little like game trails down these steep inclines. In the morning, I think everyone is a little tired from all the events that happened last night, so no one's making a ton of conversation at the moment. You guys are kind of winding back and forth down this massive cliff face, down toward the ground, and it takes you about a full hour to get from the top down to the bottom, just zigzagging one way and the other.
Wow, these are a lot of switchbacks. Has this path been worn by previous traders? Is this the route you always take? Are there other groups that follow this?
Aaliyah calls back to you and says, "This is a game trail, and we were told that this would be here, and it's the easiest way to get around this cliff. The alternative would be going about a mile in either direction to get around it."
How steady does it look? Is it like pretty rocky and unsteady? Do we have to focus a lot to walk down it, or is it kind of well-worn dirt?
It's fairly loose because there's obviously not a ton of life happening out here in the desert. This is not the result of acute travel. This is travel by creatures over the past hundreds of years. So you all are kind of very carefully, almost like hugging the cliff face, not quite sidestepping, because it's obviously big enough to get a carriage down, but you guys are moving fairly slowly down it because just one wheel off the side will obviously cause a massive issue. But you don't need to roll for anything because the traders are leading the cabos, and they are doing it expertly, almost as if they've done this before. The wheel comes perilously close to the edge multiple times, and yet they manage to keep it right on track.
This trail really takes me home. I mean, I know the temperature's a little bit different, but these paths really remind me of the trails, one of the trails in the woods that I used to follow when I was a kid, following things through the woods. And also especially this reminds me of the pathway up the mountains to the monastery where I was raised and trained. It's so very similar. It's strange.
Guessing it's a bit more sand.
Yes, a little sandier, a lot warmer. But it's, if you change the temperature and put a little dusting of snow out here, it would be uncannily similar to what I remember.
Oh, it's funny you say that because from the one time I visited my grandmother in the mountains, this was basically the same. It was an annoying trek, but it was just as long and probably maybe not as cold as where you're from, but definitely snowy.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's you can stand at the bottom or the top of the mountain and see where you're going, and it looks like it's so close, but by the time you get there, you've gone 2 or 3 times as much distance as it actually takes, would measure from the top to the bottom.
Oh yeah, same thing at the seas.
Yeah, probably is.
All the different waves going up and down, and same thing out here, I guess.
It's kind of trance-like almost. It's similar to, the rocking of a ship. The turns of these switchbacks are sort of. I realize I'm not getting tired, but I'm kind of spacing out now.
I just want to know what lives out here. Can I just look at the ground and see if you can recognize any of these footprints? Can I do a survival check?
Give me a survival check.
Ooh. 7.
You're not familiar with any of the wildlife to be able to tell specific species, but you can see there's your bifurcated footprints of some hoofed mammal.
Is there anything that's that's a big footprint?
No. Aside from the footprints that the 4 women in front of the caravan are leaving, you're not really seeing anything that large. You think that you probably don't get too many large mammals out here. Kind of come out of the last switchback and are on flat ground again. Start making your way off. Lee, you're in the back of the train. You're meant to be sort of the anchor. Give me a perception check.
That's a 2 + 0.
2 + 0.
2
is not going to succeed. So you're kind of lost in thought, I think. Kind of wondered what you're going to do about this whole Damien Agetis thing. What are you going to accomplish with it? When you feel almost like a tap on your shoulder, it's hard to describe. It's almost as if a hot breeze passes by your shoulder, but you get the distinct sensation of someone tapping on your shoulder for your attention.
Lee feels this tapping sensation and doesn't even turn around. He's like, "Yeah, no, none of this is familiar to me. I lived in a plain. I lived in rolling hills at best. I don't know. None of this is familiar. None of this makes sense. None of this is comforting."
Guys, you turn around, and Lee looks like his head is wreathed in flame.
Oh shit! What's wrong with your head?
Oh my god!
Water! We need water! Water!
Am I hot?
Lee, stop, drop, and roll.
Lee, you turn around behind you, and there is a humanoid figure made of fire. Its arms spread wide, with one arm reaching out toward your head. You take... Well, let me make sure. Oh yeah, that hits. That's a 23 to hit. You take 2d6 plus 3 damage, which is a total of 12 fire damage. And your clothes catch fire. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh my god.
I got a 4.
I rolled a 3.
Rolled a nat 20, so 24.
Nice. Should I assume that I did not have aid also?
No, everyone will have aid. That is something that we can say is fine every day because it's non-specific.
I had 14.
I had 3.
As you all whip around to see what's happening to Lee, you see that a second one of these fiery humanoids is literally cartoon tiptoeing toward you guys. And you hear shouts from the front, and so you assume that more have attacked the front of the train as well. Connor, you're going to be up first. So you three, Connor, Kato, and Aila, are sort of in a line directly behind the carriage. Lee is about 20 feet behind you guys, and then 5 feet behind him is one of the Mega Keikos, we're going to call them. And then about 15 feet, about sort of like, if this were on a northwest dimension and Lee was south of you guys, this other Mega Keiko would be like southwest of where he is by about 15 feet. So, Connor, Lee is on fire, and until a creature takes an action to douse the fire, say patting him down, helping him roll in the sand on the ground or something like that, he's going to take 1d10 fire damage at the start of each of his turns. So go ahead, Connor.
So I'm not going to move. My sword comes out, turns to a bow. I'm using my main action to bring out Ruby. She's coming out.
Okay.
She is blue right now. She turned blue. Basically, what's happening is that she is coming. It looks like she was like originally going to come out like out of my shirt originally, but now she's coming off me, my back. Like she's like basically slowly creeping out, center out from behind me. Basically, coming out from the ethereal to the physical world.
Cool.
Her scales now are glistening blue, like almost ice.
Okay.
And I yell, "Deal with the fire!" And she just rushes over to pat him out.
Okay, let's see. Can you describe how she helps him with that?
She's gonna breathe ice.
Oh, okay.
She's not like, that's how
All right,
she's gonna do it. She can smother him, but like, she's like patting him down with her body, but like ice coming out. Like, it's not like damage, but just like trying to put it out with like ice. Which is then turning to water.
I'm gonna say she's got enough control over it that she can... It's almost like a fire extinguisher. It's less about, like, dousing the fire and more about smothering it. So...
Cool. It's heat. Trying to get rid of the heat of it. So, cool.
Okay. So Ruby is taking an action to douse the fire.
Yep.
Cool, glistening air emerges from Ruby's mouth and washes over you, Lee, and you are left with a thin film of ice all over your body that does not deal you any damage, but does smother the fire and leaves you a little bit chilly.
Nice.
And that is my turn. That's all I can do.
Alright, Aila, you're up next. Lee is standing in front of you. He's got icy powder on his shoulders. And a giant flame being directly in front of him. What are you doing?
I am going to reach up, grab my amulet, and use my channel divinity and invoke my turn cleric, which then is going to say any cleric that can see or hear me within 30 feet of me must make a wisdom saving throw, and if it fails its saving throw, it's turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. It must spend its turn trying to move as far away from me as possible and can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me. It also can't take reactions. And for its action, it can only use dash action to try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
Okay. All right. So it's an 8 and a 17.
Okay, the 8 does not meet it. So I'm going to cast Healing Word on Lee as my bonus action. 9.
Nice.
So Lee, you see the Mega Keiko directly in front of you, kind of like, eep, like jump, and then it immediately turns away and begins to hightail it, giving you an attack of opportunity if you would like.
No, I'm not
use
taking
your
that.
reaction. Fair enough. It begins to run off at 100 feet per round because it's taking a full round action to move. The other
Those things
Mega
can
Keiko.
haul ass.
Oh yeah, they're fast as shit, bro. The other Mega Keiko kind of like watches his friend run off, turns squarely up to you, and if it weren't for the fact that his face was made of fire and does not have any features, some would say featureless, you could almost swear that it was grinning at you. It bounds up toward you and reaches out with a giant hand of flame, trying to grab you by the neck. That is a 13 to hit. Does that hit?
I'm going to cast Shield as a reaction. So, no, it doesn't hit.
A shimmering wall of magic forms around your neck, and the flames of this Mega Keiko get split around it, and it places its arms on its hip, cocks its head to one side, and then tries to swat at you with the other hand.
Oh, hell.
That is a 19 to hit.
Okay, that one gets through the shield.
Okay. So again, that's going to be... They're rolling hot. 14 fire damage?
Good gravy.
Holy shit. And you're on fire again.
Literally rolling hot.
That's a lot of damage. I'm taking that heat.
Kato. Lee is on fire again. What are you doing?
Are there like blankets or something on the cart that I can grab to kind of throw over him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe throw some sand at him?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna take an action to put him out.
Okay. Is it blankets or sand?
Sand of blankets. No, it's blankets.
Blankets. Okay. You grab a blanket off of the wagon, and as you spin around and begin throwing it over onto Lee, you hear Aaliyah from the other side of the caravan going, "Hey, that's my blanket."
Sorry.
And Lee, you are again doused. You are no longer on fire.
Friends on fire.
Bonus action, Kato.
I get big.
All right. Kato gets big. Lee. You've got a blanket on your shoulders, and there is a big, mischievous-looking fireman right in front of you. What are you doing?
He's like right in front of me, as in he's probably going to hit me with a opportunity attack if I move away.
Oh yeah, you just know this guy's itching to do an attack of opportunity against you.
Yeah, of course he is.
As the knowledged cleric scholar that you are, do you want to give me a nature check on this cleric?
I'm going to take advantage for my number one fan perk, since this is an intelligence check related to recalling information about a cleric. First one's a 4 plus 4, second one's a 16 plus 4 for a 20.
20. So you know a few things right off the bat about these Mega Keikos. One, they're sized up Keiko Floga, so you could almost think of them as cousins. Their goal here is to cause chaos in some way. And something you can discern from that, if they feel that they've caused enough chaos, they might just move on. 2, being made of fire, they do have a susceptibility to water. It would take a lot of water, though. If you wanted to fully douse this guy and get rid of him, you'd probably have to empty the tank that you brought with you. 3 is that right now, he's probably at the beginning of his chaos making. He probably has the goal of something like setting the wagon on fire, or scattering the goods within or something like that. Something to really inconvenience you guys. This is more than a Kekofloga, who just wants to like cause a minor disturbance. This guy really wants to kind of wreck your day. So whatever he does is going to ramp up soon.
Ooh, I don't like that. Unless we like, I mean, just based on that check, is there a way to discourage him without like killing him?
If you could convincingly
cause enough damage.
Right. Allow him to do something that he will be satisfied that he's ruined your day, even if he actually hasn't, then he will probably move on. That's all he wants.
Interesting. Okay, I want to think on that. I am... Oh god, everybody's really close to me at this point, right? Aila did Healing Word, which is ranged, but Kato's right next to me. I want some space. I want a second to think about this, and I want to talk to Kato. I'm going to turn to Kato. You're big, aren't you? Shit, that makes you size large, doesn't it?
Yep.
Well, I can't use that.
I can take it, whatever you're trying to do.
I don't want you to have to, though.
The last thing that I'll tell you about these guys are that, one, obviously they're totally immune to fire damage, also immune to poison damage, and they are resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical sources.
Okay. I'm going to just actually disengage. I'm going to take the disengage action, and I'm going to run away from it. And communicate as much of that as I can to everybody else. So Lee's going to like bob and weave for 1 second, do a 180, and sprint towards a cart and say, "You need magic. Cold would be good. Water would be better. Deal damage. Make a mess."
I forget vulnerability. I will give vulnerability on cold as something else that you know, too.
I just kind of figured that would make sense.
Yeah. Cool. Anything else on your turn, Lee? You've used your standard action to disengage. You got a bonus action.
I don't think I have any bonus actions that are going to do me any good here. I tell you what, I'll cast Shadow Blade. No, I have Magic Weapon. Oh shit! As I run past Kato, can I hit him with Magic Weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull the catalyst out and beam it at your hammer, which just is gonna gain a little opalescent white sheen to it. I'm just gonna do the lower level magic weapon, just so you can deal damage to these things. So that's gonna be a level 2 cast. I can touch. I guess I have to touch it, so I touch it with the catalyst, and then I can concentrate on that up to 1 hour until the spell ends. That weapon becomes a magic weapon with a +1 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls.
Roll for a wild magic surge.
I have been keeping up with that, and the number that I needed to not hit was 8 or below at this point, and it was 6 or below. Woo! I just rolled a 7, so we're in the clear.
Oh, all right.
Close. Not going back to 14 years old.
We'll find out.
Or he's becoming 34. You run back into your turn. I guess into your turn, question mark?
End of my turn.
Period. Okay. Connor, you're back up.
Okay, I am going to shoot an arrow at it, and I'm also going to tell Ruby to attack it with her claws, kind of like rush by it.
All right, give me an attack roll for the arrow first.
Arrow. That's going to be a 18.
18 hits.
18 hits. 4 damage.
4 damage, halved to 2.
And then Ruby's going to go and swipe at it. Also an 18.
Gotcha. Does Ruby have flyby?
No, she does not.
Okay, so is she darting in and out, or is she gonna hang out by this guy?
She's gonna hang out.
Okay, alright. And you said that was an 18 to hit?
18 hit.
Good deal. Alright. Last question. Is Ruby's claw attack a magic weapon?
Not a magical weapon, based on what I am reading. It doesn't seem like it is.
Okay, alright, so she hits. What damage does she deal?
6 plus 3, 9.
9. Halved down to 4. Anything else on your turn, Connor? Do you not get multiple attacks as a ranger? Or a fighter?
I miss.
Missed. Okay. Alright, anything else on your turn, Connor?
That's it.
Ayla, you're up. As you do get ready to take an action, give me a medicine check. We're going to call this a DC 15. DC 20. I'm going to call it DC 20.
That is a 21.
A 21. You are looking at this Mega Keiko, trying to understand what sort of impact you all have had on this thing so far. Given its unusual nature, that is a very difficult thing to do. But you lock in, look for the signs, and the strength of its form has not waned much at all. In explicit terms, this thing started at 102 hit points, and you guys have knocked it down to 96.
Okay.
Kato cracks his knuckles.
Its goal is kind of trying to find something to burn, like, probably, and it would probably go away if it was deterred well enough.
Yeah, I think if you guys were able to deal enough damage to it, it would want to live to fight another day. Or if you convinced it somehow that it had successfully fucked up your day, it would also consider its job done.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Hold Person.
Okay. I think in strict 5e terms, this is not technically a humanoid because it's a cleric. In this case, I have described it as being human-like, so I will allow it.
Okay.
So it needs to make, you said a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Wisdom saving throw. Good news is it has a +0 to that. That's a 14. What is your DC?
14.
Oh, beats it. Okay. It resists the stasis that you're trying to put it in, unfortunately. Anything else on your turn, Aila?
I think for a bonus action, the only thing I could do is an unarmed strike. And that's just gonna burn me, probably, isn't it?
You can assume so.
Yeah. Then I don't think I can do anything.
Okay. The Mega Keiko kind of looks between you all. You get the sense that it's squinting its eyes, even though, again, it is featureless. It begins to... It swings one of its arms back as if it's going to take off. Aila, what do you say?
Hey! Guy, look! You really don't want us to call our friends up here. We're gonna end you. We don't want to end you. Just... Your friend ran off. Go hang with him. Find something to burn together.
It pulls its hand up to its chin as if it's considering what you're saying, cocks its head to one side, then the other, shrugs, and again takes form as if it's going to dash toward you. Give me a persuasion check. We'll call that a DC 20.
No, that's not gonna hit then.
Okay. It crouches down and then bursts forward, running straight at you all. And as it reaches you, it leaps toward the wagon, as if to move through you. Meaning, all four of you have the chance to take a reaction and make an attack of opportunity against it.
I'll take one. Ooh, that is a 24 to hit. Sorry.
That hits.
25 to hit. I apologize.
That hits, absolutely.
So I will doing that two-handed. So 1d10 plus 4.
All right.
Oh, that's a 10. So 14 magical bludgeoning damage.
Nice. That's solid. Okay. So yeah, you swing at it as it comes toward you. Anyone else taking a reaction for an attack of opportunity or anything else?
Ruby's gonna use her reaction to bake my thing ice.
Gotcha. So Ruby does that on a successful hit.
Yes.
You could
yeah.
do that on Kato's,
true.
which you know is a guaranteed hit.
Yeah, I'll put it on Kato. Yeah, put it on Kato.
Okay.
Kato gets an extra d6 and ice damage.
So, Kato, you roll a d6 of ice damage. Of cold damage.
5.
5. Due to the vulnerability, that gets doubled to 10.
I do that. Shing! My bow just like clamps and back into a sword, and I go for an underswing.
All right. So what you said you hit? What did you roll?
15.
15. That does hit. What's your damage?
There's actually going to be 2 things that are about to happen, and it's going to have a very bad day.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to
I'm
be
excited to
single-handed.
hear that.
We're to go with 8 damage,
Okay.
and I have
Halved down to 4.
And I have Sentinel. When you hit a creature with attack opportunity, the creature speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Dude,
I'm like, nope.
That's so fire.
Basically, he goes for the leg.
I think you hit him in the nuts.
Basically, in the leg, and basically his momentum stops.
So literally, he runs up to you and he crouches down as he's about to jump through you all. And when he does, you smack him on the noggin, and he's just like, "Ding."
There are birds flying in a circle above his head.
Yeah, little fiery birds circling. Lee and Aila, you guys still have an opportunity to make a reaction.
I'm gonna save my reaction.
I'm like, nope, you don't get to go past me.
And that's why. And I wanted to swing at it and hit it with my quarterstaff to see if I could knock it.
So you're attacking with your staff. Go ahead and make your attack.
23.
The dice are aware of our predicament. I've been rolling like almost max on every die.
That was like I rolled max on my d8 actually. That was 11 damage, bludgeoning damage.
Half to 5. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah, you guys have, since you got that successful medicine check, you've whittled it down to 63 health, which is 1/3 toward dead. You feel like once you get sort of between that, like, 1/4 to 1/2 range, that's about as much as it's going to want to take. It's still dedicated to mischief at the moment, though. And you guys see the other Mega Keiko has just rounded the first switchback and is booking his way up the mountain. Kato.
Thank goodness you scared one of these things away.
Yes. All right, so Kato, big guy, what is up? What's up, big dog?
I'm gonna step in front of it now that it's stunned, basically, and stand between it and the wagon. So if I can move there, that'd be great. And I'm gonna stretch both of my arms out and stand as big as I can and go, "Ah!" And then I'm going to swing my Warhammer. I have 2 attacks now, so I am going to swing that first. Because of Giant's Might, I can add damage to one of my 2 attacks per turn, and I have a +1 to it because of Lee. Is that frost thing that Connor did to me, is that still on me, or was that just for 1 attack?
That was just for 1 attack.
Okay.
1 attack.
That is a dirty 20 to hit, so I am going to take my full liberty of an extra d6 of damage. There's the 10 again. So that is 10 plus 3 plus 5 plus 1 from Lee. What was that math? 19 magical bludgeoning damage.
Damn. And
For how's he looking? Is he still pretty set on doing whatever shit he wants to with our wagon?
Give me an insight check with disadvantage because of the nature of this thing.
Okay, well, I just rolled for my second attack.
Okay.
That is an 18.
That hits.
But I will also now roll for the perception. Nat 20 sat its disadvantage, and a 19.
19. Why don't you tell me damage on your second attack first?
All right. This is not with the extra d6 of damage, so it's a d10 plus 4 with that +1, and that is 7 magical bludgeoning. And then that was a 19 on the perception to vibe check him.
The Mega Keiko's hands were already up by its head from the wallop that it got on its noggin. and it's kind of hard to tell due to the nature of it, but you with that high 19 perception check, you can tell it is now cradling its head and very softly rocking back and forth. You think this thing has lost its will to fight now.
I do a softer, I guess I won't. Action surge. And I just stand between it and the cart.
Okay, Lee.
I will hold my bonus. Well, not hold. I just won't use my bonus action. Pass turn.
Lee, you see Kato consider swinging his hammer again, decide not to, and look at the Mega Keiko, and you can tell it's ready to be done with this. It doesn't want to fight anymore. What are you doing?
I shout, shoo!
Yeah, I don't. My next move was gonna be hit this thing with a chromatic orb, and I don't have to do that anymore. So I don't know what I'm doing.
Dude, tell it to run away.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna use a cantrip and cast Minor Illusion, and just make like a big. Lee is working from scholastic interpretations of this cleric. He's never seen it in person. It's only been printed in books or drawn in scrolls for him. But he is trying to create an image of a cleric called Boreas, otherwise known as the Sovereign of Snow. Using the Minor Illusion, he just kind of like whips up some snow, some wind in a circle, and stacks it up into a point. And then as the point kind of disperses, I can only make 5-foot illusions, so I'm going to say he's hunched over so he looks bigger than he is. A big, basically like an ice version of Groot is how I've been imagining it. Like a very plainer looking, just sheer blue ice, angry looking creature. All jagged edges, all like kind of anger in its eyes.
Cool. So you summon this between you and the Mega Keiko, and it immediately stands up straight and seems to be shocked by what it's seeing. What do you have it do?
I just have it raise it. Lee is right behind it, and I can't make noise with Minor Illusions, so I just have it raise its arms like it's trying to like holler, and Lee yells at the Mega Keiko. He just yells in the most threatening way that he can. He's just like, ah! That's all he's got.
So the Mega Keiko immediately turns tail and begins running away. It heads up one of the switchbacks and back the other, and then on and on and on, and leaves you all behind.
Well, that's that taken care of.
Wow.
Lee, you're on fire. Are you good?
I was on fire twice. I'm not good. Lee has like visible burns on his head.
Aila, can you take a look
on
at
his
him?
bald head?
Do you want Ruby to give you a hug? She's like still like the ice form.
Can I just like wear Ruby, could I ask you to just like sit around my neck for a while?
Ruby looks nervously between Lee and Connor, she says to you, do I have to?
I can't force you.
I don't want to be rude, but he kind of weirds me out a little bit.
The camera pans to Lee with like hard eyes.
He's not translating that yet. Ruby, it looks over to Lee. Ruby is respectfully declining.
Yeah, that's fine. I understand.
Where my hug at?
Yeah, Aila, if you have any healing, that would be really awesome. That would be great.
Yeah, so I can cast Cure Wounds. Oh, wow. 8. That's 14 points. Rolled an 8.
Oh, that's wonderful.
On an 8? On a D8.
Nice. Well, that brings me back up to full. My wrinkled burn flesh unwrinkles.
That was a good roll.
What's worse, being burned at over 80% of your body, or being a 14-year-old?
Burns over 80% of your body.
Oh, okay.
Definitely the burns in the short term.
Aaliyah approaches the back of the caravan from the front. All right, you guys got them killed off?
Yeah.
I don't think they'll bother us anymore.
Good deal. Yeah, those things are nasty, and if you don't stamp them out, they will come back to bother you. So thank you for taking care of that.
Aila
Kato looks sideways at Aila.
Yeah, same. That's what I was getting ready to say. Okay, stamp them out, maybe.
Yeah, we'll want to keep an eye out for some more. I imagine there's more where that came from.
No, there shouldn't be. If they usually keep a wide berth from other packs. So if we've taken care of these guys, then it's unlikely we'll meet anymore on the road. It's nice how they just kind of disappear after you kill them, though. Clean themselves up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never seen that.
I don't trust that.
Any injuries on your side?
Oh, we got a few little burns here and there, but nothing we couldn't handle. Your friend Lou, she really knows her way around a knife.
Yeah, we're familiar.
Very familiar.
I hate to be on her bad side.
Right.
We're familiar.
Connor has this grim look at him. He's like, yeah, I'm very familiar with that blade.
This seems to glaze over Aaliyah. She says, "All right, well, I think unless you guys need anything, we're probably ready to get started again here soon. You all good?"
I think so. Do you
Yeah.
guys need any help with those wounds?
It shouldn't. You know, we rub a little dirt in them. We should be all right. If we get ourselves in any trouble, we'll let you know.
Okay.
Very kind of you to ask, though.
Yeah, just I have a little feeling I can help you with that. Something. He's kind of his mind is going to I have a way to do something to help them. It just feels right.
I tell you what, if you want to come and check if anyone needs anything, you're welcome to join me join us at the front for a little bit.
Sure.
Okay. Rest of you all, hold your own back here. We'll be taking off in just a few minutes.
Okay.
Everyone have your seatbelts fastened and keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The weather at our destination is going to be hot. No humidity, sand everywhere.
Anyone got a spell for a backup camera? See what's coming behind us?
Does anybody need to rest? I'm doing pretty okay.
I'm doing fine now. I know Aila was exhausted this
Yeah.
day, right? So you have a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, that's my worst thing. Just the exhaustion. If I could sit on the wagon where I'm facing back behind us, then I could keep watch that way.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
So you'll need to continue. You'll need to rest through to this time tomorrow in order to get your 24 hours straight and remove that level of exhaustion. But you'll also get your spell slots back and everything else that comes with a long rest.
Yeah, I could rest and see how long it lasts. It may not last long.
Sure. So, Connor, you come to the front of the caravan where Lou and Arwa are making the final touches before leaving again. They're unhitching the cabos from a nearby tree. You see Azza is seated on a boulder nearby, kind of nursing her hand. And Leah says, I think Azza's the only one that you really need to check. I think she might have got burned a little bit.
Okay. I go towards Azza. Hey, I heard you got some burns on you.
She looks you up and down. Oh yeah, nothing too bad. Got a bit of a little thing going on here, and she holds her hand out toward you. Looks like she's got some burns running down the side of her hand, past her wrist onto her forearm. Do you want to give me a medicine check?
Sure. Medicine check. So, just a +2. That'd be a 9.
A 9. You look at it and you're like, I think there were like 3 or 4 degrees of burning.
Yeah, he's just like, he knows it's a burn. He knows it's a burn. He's not sure what level it is.
Yeah.
I may have something to help you with that.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. He instinctively goes to bite his thumb really hard, causing him to bleed a little bit. And
Ooh.
when he does this, he smears it on his other hand, and it looks like a little version of Ruby comes out, like a little like spirit, glowing, golden, like forms out of it. It then climbs onto her shoulder, and I can heal her now because now in that 5-foot cube, heal the target for 1d6 up to 3 times.
Give me an insight check as you're doing this.
That's sick as fuck.
17.
17. Aza is so, like, locked in on what you're doing that she's not reacting to it. She is, like, almost awestruck watching this little healing snake crawl down her shoulder toward her wrist. And then as it reaches her wrist, it sort of, like, diffuses into her arm.
Yeah, it's just kind of wrapping around it.
As it does that, golden light emerges where her wounds are, and they stitch themselves back together.
Yep, I'm going to heal her. I'm going to just... let's see, I can max it out, because I can just cast it again later for the same amount, so... 3d6 damage, 3d6 health, regain. It's, 13.
She winces a bit, as the golden light, it seems to... almost like it's doing, like, radiant damage, but it's actually healing her, and her skin goes back to normal, no scar even. After a moment, she nods to you and is kind of watching what the blood snake is going to do next.
After it happens, it disappears. After it fully heals, it just, like, vanishes.
Okay, so it poof, disappears in flakes of blood, and she's like, okay, that was kind of gross, but thank you. I do feel better.
Good. Just felt right.
Hey, come here a sec, man.
Hey, what's up?
So, obviously we had a bit of a run-in with you guys last night, but I wanted to just see how you're doing.
Yeah, we're doing fine. It's not too bad. Some of us are kind of tired back there. I'm feeling great for some reason.
Okay, all right. And as far as you and I are we cool?
Yeah, I'm all cool. Are you?
Sure. Cool. She winks at you. Okay, well.
Okay, I better head back to the back. Just want to make sure everyone's good and healed up here. I know those guys can do a little bit of damage.
Yeah. Okay, sure. I'll see you around.
Yeah. Okay, he just goes walks back awkwardly.
I'm here all week.
Here all week. literally, here all week.
So you guys, the wagon starts to take off. Aila, you're sitting on the back, and trying to get a little bit of rest. So, Dad, how'd you, turn me into an ice snake, by the way?
I'm not too sure how I did that. Just felt right. It's like I could do that.
I don't think that I'm the blood snake.
No, I don't think you are either. I just think it's...
Mostly because I was standing there watching the blood snake.
I know.
Or maybe it was something that you made that, like, represents me?
Yes. Just weird. Maybe I'll do it again. Maybe a different... We should try that later if we need to.
Maybe, but also, you only have so much blood, don't you?
Well, it's not that bad. It looks like his thumb. It's just not in, like... It's just healed. There's not much of a mark there anymore.
So is it even really your blood, or is it just...
I think it was my blood. I felt it. I think it was just a bit of a sacrifice to do it. Kind of like how I did the feathers.
Like, you don't feel dizzy?
No. I feel fine.
Do you need something with, like, sugar in it to...
Ruby, I'm fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. It's just, I've seen, like, the way you eat, Dad, and it's not very healthy.
I I like to eat. What are you talking about? He's like talking that out. He's not more out loud. He's getting towards the group. I eat fine, Ruby.
It's less like the amount and more like what you eat. Like whenever you have been eating, you've mostly just been focusing on like the sugary stuff. I've noticed.
Well, it's the best part. Like, what do you guys? What do you say the sugary stuff like the best part of any meal? Come on.
Yeah, isn't it that the healthiest?
Every time we've woken up at Sue and Jafar's, you haven't eaten your eggs. I thought it was just like a personal preference.
Balanced diet. I just need my oranges.
You can't live on oranges.
They're full of sugar.
It's scurvy.
Yeah, scurvy. Like, come on. He just pulls out an orange out of his pocket and like just starts eating it.
What are you doing for protein?
An old hot orange.
What? Starts eating it.
It's not a fresh orange. This is one that he brought with him off the ship. Like a month
I'd
ago.
like to think ice ruby has been wrapped around it, so it's at least cool.
That would be kind of sick, actually. Bro's got fresh squeezed orange juice in the middle of the desert.
Oh, so.
Connor, have you been getting scolded by your daughter?
He's just like, do I acknowledge this now? Like, actual daughter?
It seems weird.
Ruby, I don't know why do you see me as your dad?
Well, because I don't know. It just feels like you're my dad. Because, like, I don't know, you're like an older man.
Okay, I'm 17.
I'm like way younger than that, though.
I think regardless, I'm not sure I am your dad. I do care for you a lot. I just don't think I am your dad.
It's okay, I guess. Is there something you'd prefer that I call you?
I don't know. I just rather be called by my name.
Connor?
Yeah, I like being called.
Okay.
Connor. You're my Ruby. Just smiles.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Looks to everyone else. Is everyone else okay with that? It looks like waiting for the jokes to come.
I am much more comfortable with you not calling Ruby your daughter. That's a very strange dynamic. I don't know. It's just
Aw.
weird. Sorry, Ruby.
Well, to a point, I'm not sure because
The clerics are born of something,
well,
right?
they also I think we're adding human characteristics to them because they don't think like us. But Ruby feels
Definitely.
but Ruby has a special case. Maybe it's because of our connection.
Do you think
Yeah,
that
Ruby
we
thinks a
clerics
lot
are
like
always made to like fill a hole?
No, I don't think so.
I think clerics can choose to fill a hole.
You can if you wanted to.
I know
Wow.
you don't. Ruby, you've told us that you don't remember anything from before you were born. But there's a pretty common theory that clerics can sense the world before they come into it, and they kind of decide what they are before they are, if that makes any sense.
You know, that does kind of like it almost triggers like a sense memory that I have. Like it's almost something I can't put into words, but I feel like that.
Ruby, have you met other clerics in your other when you're not here? You're in your other plane of existence, I want to call it. Do you see other clerics there?
I mean, I can see things from the ethereal plane. It's kind of fuzzy, but I can kind of see like your forms from there.
Do you see other things there that are with you?
Well, I did. I see other like clerics and stuff while I'm there.
Oh, do they talk to you?
No. They're fuzzy. Like so, like Tiflin and Altine. Like I could see him next to you.
What if can they go to the same plane you are in the ethereal?
And Rajul actually was like he was there on the ethereal plane too.
Oh, he was both?
Yeah. Wait, did you not know that?
No.
I don't know how I could have.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, no.
I mean, he was kind of see-through.
Yeah, because half of him was on the ethereal plane.
That's what Tiflamin said. He was half dispelled when they erased life. So if you're dispelled or destroyed, you go to the ethereal plane?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I guess whenever I'm destroyed, I go to the ethereal plane. But I felt like that was sort of I just kind of, my gut said that was sort of like my unique thing. It's like, when I die, I don't really die.
If we have to fight any more Mega Keikos, maybe you can see what happens when one of them disappears. Sorry, actually, that may be strange. I don't want to have you, make you watch another cleric die.
I could see the Mega Keikos kind of dissipating the Traitors Guild.
You saw them dissipate from here, but if you were in the ethereal plane, do you think it would look different?
No, I mean, I can kind of look into the ethereal plane from here a little bit, and they just kind of it was like a fire going out. I mean, they're made of fire, so maybe that's their thing. But
Okay.
Well, in the prison, whenever Tiflamin Altine died that one time, the same thing happened. He just kind of dissipated from the ethereal plane.
Interesting.
Much to think about. Hey, Aila.
Yep.
How are you scaring clerics off? You did this. You've done it once before, certainly, with Rajul.
Yeah, and
I'm mostly wanting to know maybe if I can replicate it somehow.
yeah, it's something that comes from my training in the monastery. So
it can be taught?
It was one of the things they kind of taught us to do. It's not really a spell. It's more channeling an energy that comes out of me and repels the clerics. It doesn't necessarily have to repel all clerics, but it repels because Ruby, is fine. But it's because she's friendly to us. But it repels.
I was scared. But I could tell that you weren't mad at me. So it was just I was like, ooh, if she was mad at me, then. Ooh.
It's like a projection of your feelings?
Maybe. I don't know. That's probably something I could think and dwell on a little bit more.
You kind of just rubbed
I never really asked.
While hearing she was afraid.
Yeah, and Ruby, I'm so sorry if I have ever made you feel afraid when I've done that. I certainly don't want to.
I'd rather have the scary person on my side. I'm okay.
Okay, thank you. If I ever do anything that makes you feel threatened or scared, please tell Connor and let me know.
Okay.
Lee, I'm going to have to think on that some more.
Yeah, if you can find what the core maybe idea of it is. I don't know that I could learn to do it. I'm not going to be training in a monk for my entire life for the next 20 years, but maybe I could find some kind of catalyst effect or apocrypha effect that would be similar.
That'd be interesting.
I'm assuming we're moving with the wagon.
Yeah, it's mid-afternoon right now, actually. And you guys have all been going steady, having little conversations here and there. You stopped for lunch earlier, and then picked back up. And a couple hours have passed. It's a hot, sweltering day. It's a nice dry heat at least, but it's a lot of heat. So you're taking it fairly slow, making sure to drink plenty of water. And you estimate it's about 3 p.m. and the caravan suddenly stops.
Eh?
Oh. What's
Are we
going
good?
on, guys?
Aaliyah?
Do you guys want to come here?
Yeah.
I
guess. Kind of walks forward.
Sure.
Goes to the front.
So, as you walk to the front, you see you're kind of you're coming up against some brush up ahead, and Aaliyah and Azza have hacked through it and opened it up. So you have to walk up next to them, kind of peek over their shoulders, and you see that ahead of you is a vast clearing of rolling sand, and littering the landscape about every 5 feet, you see these little mounds protruding from the sand. Starting about probably 300 feet in front of you. It's literally the entire landscape is filled with these tiny little, like 5-inch mounds every 5 feet.
Are those anthills?
Do you guys know what this is?
Please don't be spiders.
They were not here the last time we were here.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
No, this is new. Aza turns to her. The spiders? Aaliyah is kind of cocking her head to one side. Not any spiders I've ever seen, I don't think.
Where's Lou? Does she know what these are?
Lou is steel-faced and not saying anything. You can give me an insight check if you want.
Oh, that's a nat 1. Beautiful. Right in the corner.
Let's see, on a nat 1, you can't tell what she's thinking. She's an expert in making sure people don't know what's going on in her head.
She's looking at me like I'm a freaking idiot for even looking at her.
Lou's default setting.
Why did I bother making eye contact? Oh my gosh.
Well, okay, if this was the field safe before?
Aaliyah answers, as safe as the desert ever is. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't even know if we need to assume that this is a threat per se.
Do we see anything moving around, like in the distance at all? Any movement from the sand?
Give me a perception check. We're going to call that DC 15.
19. $1 card.
Kato, you are scanning the fields of these mounds, and your eyes set on one almost directly ahead from where you are now, and you see what you could only describe as a little man.
Hey, there's a little guy out there.
You see, he's just got his arms patting the mound that he's working on right now.
Oh, so they don't have like holes in the middle. It's just like a solid mound?
Yeah.
Oh.
So this little man is about the size of these mounds. You'd say he's probably about 1 foot, and he's just kind of like it's not structured at all. He's just kind of almost like just slapping it on both sides like a drum. And then he stands up, puts his hands on his hips, and kind of breathes of you heaving sighs.
What's he look like?
He is far enough away that you can't get really a close, really tell what he is beyond just his sort of, beyond his silhouette.
Does he have like clothes on? Can I tell that much?
It's definitely not like he's not bare skin. But
Okay.
you can't make any details out about what he's got.
There's a little man out there. Does
Alright,
anybody
guys,
know
Kato's losing it.
Does anybody know any stories about little men with mounds?
Little men with mounds.
I would love to make a nature check or religion check or something.
Yeah, go for it.
This just sounds like a little, like a ritual. Like it sounds ritualistic. It sounds like something a weird little cleric would do. Jake, would this be nature or religion?
This would be nature. And is
Okay.
this something you might get advantage on?
If it's cleric related, which I think it is.
Go ahead and take advantage on it. But don't let that mean anything to you.
Yeah, I gotcha. I got a 19 plus 4 for the higher one.
Yeah, this is absolutely some cleric doing something that seems to be important to him.
Should we call out to him?
Probably. We'll have to find a way through, and I don't think that he'll appreciate us destroying these little things he's built. Hello?
You see, immediately his attention snaps to you, and 2 tiny wings appear on his back, and he vroom, shoots across the desert over toward you, and is immediately in your face. Wings fluttering fast as a hummingbird.
Okay.
He reaches out and pinches your nose, Lee.
Ow!
Begins to
Ow.
shake it.
Hey!
Oh, hey, buddy.
He cocks his head to one side, flies over to Aila, begins sniffing at you.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
He flies under your hair. He's now on your neck.
What is it with clerics and ignoring me?
He's now patting the back of your neck. Pat, 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 pat.
Oh. Guys, that actually feels kind of really good.
He pokes his head out from behind Ayla's hair, looks at you, and then hides back under her hair again.
Does anybody understand him?
I do not. Ruby?
I've got no fucking idea.
She's too young to use that kind of language.
No, she lives around. She grew up around a sailor.
Ruby.
Yeah, there you go.
What if? Wait, can I? Lee pulls out his catalyst and casts a minor illusion and does like stick figures of us trying to cross a field of the desert with all these little mounds. He's just pointing at it and like.
The little man comes out. He's kind of slowed down enough that you guys can look at him enough. He sort of looks like a Malus businessman. He's sort of like balding a little bit. He's wearing like really nice clothes, a little suit, and kind of has his arms crossed. And he pulls some glasses out of his shirt pocket, puts them on, is looking at the stick figures.
Ayla's gonna reach up finger and I'm gonna reach up and see if he wants to shake my finger.
He reaches out, shakes your finger, reaches into his breast pocket, pulls out a minuscule piece of paper and hands it to you.
Oh goodness. Who's got good eyes?
Kato said it. My time has finally come. And he pulls out his pince nez and puts it on his nose and looks really closely at the piece of paper.
Kato, give me a DC 10 perception check.
Okay. I hope it's just gibberish. That is a 19 again.
A 19. It says, Hibdep Bungengabai, Ajuaka Ntiti Boring.
All right, this is gibberish. I don't know what this says. I sign it and I hand it to him.
He's very confused. He takes it out of your hand and puts it back in his breast pocket.
You have remarkable penmanship, Kato.
I don't even sign my name. I just put a little scribble on it. I pull out a little piece of paper and then like rip off a really small corner of it and scribble some lines on it and hand it to him.
He places both hands on the tiny piece of paper, bows to you, and takes it and studies it for a moment. And then he puts it in his breast pocket. Nods to you.
What do you think he'll do if we walk? Do you think we should just walk across?
I don't know. Can I changed my minor illusion to stepping on one of the mounds. Yep, that's what I thought.
He holds up a finger. And he holds out both hands.
Ba-ba! I hold out both of my hands.
He holds out both hands again.
Connor, do you have the gloves?
Yeah, he pulls out the gloves.
An offering, maybe?
Is there anything under the sand?
I kind of walk towards him with my gloves out to kind of see if I can feel anything. Taking it slowly.
Give me a dexterity perception check.
Yeah, Lee, I think you're right. I think he wants something. I just don't know what.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's going to be a 13.
13. You kind of run your hand over the desert in front of you, and you feel a little ping a few feet ahead of you. So you walk forward and pull on it, and there's something under there.
I will attempt to pull it out. But before I do that, I'm going to use a spell, so I'm going to get everything I need. I'm going to pull. I'm going to eat another feather, okay, from my clothing.
All right.
And I'm going to cast
just a bunch of creatures doing absolutely incomprehensible bullshit to each other.
Hey, that's the tagline for the show.
Do enhance ability. I'm gonna do bull strength. As I eat the feather, my muscles start growing, and all of a sudden, like I get like a nose piercing up here. like a little,
you get a little septum piercing, like a
septum
bull.
piercing shows up, and my eyes become more animalistic. And you can kind of see these little cute little nubs top of my head grow.
Yeah, you've got like bull pupils, the like U-shaped pupils.
So the nose piercing, the horn, like little horns start growing out of my head. And I just pull. I pull as hard as I can.
You pull hard with all of your might, and the ground begins to shake below you and rumble. And the sands shift and spread. And out comes, about the size of the tip of your thumb, a small metal statuette of an owl.
I found it. I turned to face. Everyone can see my nose and everything fully. I found it.
What did you find?
I guess this. I kind of show it off with everyone.
The little businessman holds up his hands and is like,
Baba.
Connor, I think he wants it.
I hand it over.
He takes it in both hands and squeezes it and hugs it and kisses it.
I'm just gonna start walking.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And he points to the left side of the mounds.
Go there?
Keep left?
Start walking that way?
I start walking that direction. He doesn't seem mad.
He nods.
Okay.
He's gonna kind of come along with us, I guess.
I gesture for him to lead the way, and I keep walking.
He takes off again in the air, wings fluttering. He's got the little owl statuette tucked under one arm, and he's just monitoring as you guys are moving.
Okay. I'm gonna go over toward Lee and say, have you ever seen a cleric like this before?
I mean, it's not unlike a cacoflaga, right? He's
Right?
not a nuisance cleric, but he's small, and we just don't understand what he wants. That's normal. That they used to be all over the place. People would leave out offerings on their doorsteps for little guys like this.
He really reminds me of some of the sprites back home.
Yeah, why is he dressed like a businessman? Where did he learn that?
I don't know, but he's pretty sharp.
You know, I'm no expert here, but I've always wondered if the clerics somehow form from the collective consciousness of the people. But I don't know why someone in a Malus Empire business suit would be out in the middle of the silent desert making mounds of sand and kissing an owl statuette.
There's actually a pretty strong school of thought that said a lot of clerics are born of dreams, or dreams are born of clerics. Like one day you go to sleep and you dream of this little guy, having never seen him before. But the odds of you running into him are so minuscule, you know? It's like maybe you're on the other side of the world dreaming about a cleric that exists here.
It's a child's drawing.
So as you guys approach there's like a sharp line where the mounds begin. It's almost like if you've ever been to like Arlington Cemetery, where like no matter how you look at them, they are always forming visual lines with each other. And as you approach, he flits over to Aila and starts talking to her. And he's pointing seemingly randomly at the mounds.
Is there a pattern to the ones he's pointing out? I feel like Lee is trying to have like a mega brain moment, like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast, where he's like, did I see constellations in the night that reflect
Give me
this?
a DC 30 investigation check.
Yeah, okay. I'm just not going to use enhance ability on that. No. It's 15 plus 4, 19.
Yeah, you start looking at it, and you enter your mind palace. Numbers begin floating around your head. You're looking at them, noting all of the little distinct differences and patterns on them, and you organize them into different subgroups. You look at them, and you're like, It's completely random.
Yeah, I'm doing some Sherlock Holmes calculus around my head. You see the numbers floating, and I was like, well, I got nothing.
Kato is being so careful about where he puts his feet.
Yeah.
You guys obviously could very carefully walk your way between the mounds, but this carriage is not going to be able to be so subtle. Nonetheless, the cabos do not understand what is happening here in the slightest.
Ugh.
Is he guiding us around the left arc of the clearing generally, or is he guiding us a specific path through them?
Give me an insight check. DC 15.
I hope he's just leading us somewhere nonsensical.
I got an 11.
An 11.
I was more wondering, like, if we are moving along a certain path, is it a path that the carriage could technically take? Like, I didn't want any particular deep insight on that, but I will, within 11, I didn't pass your check anyway.
Yeah, you guys have not started moving into it yet. And are you saying that you're going to try?
If he's leading us that way.
He has walked you up to it and is now pointing at different mounds, saying stuff.
He's just showing his collection.
Can we go around it?
You look to the horizon on your left and your right, and it extends all the way. You have no idea how much time you'll lose if you choose to go around it.
I think we're just going to have to walk through.
We might just have to go.
He's looking at you sternly, very, very seriously.
How far across is the clearing? It extends left to right within our line of sight. Is it the same across, like just cutting straight to where we wouldn't go anyway?
You look out. The mounds extend to your left and right off to the horizon, but straight ahead, it's about 600 feet.
Oh my god, it's still so many.
He is very fast.
Lou turns to you guys and is like, guys, why are we letting this stop us?
I know, but we have to exhaust our options. It's fine if you don't really have respect for this creature. I get it, but we're trying to communicate with it.
And how's that going?
Obviously not well, but it's only been a couple minutes.
The little guy flits up next to her and looks at you all imperiously, crosses his arms, and you realize he's trying to mimic her.
So,
hey, I'm starting to really like this guy.
I just want to know what these are.
I'm pretty sure they're just mounds of sand.
Is this artwork?
It's like artwork. Yeah, well, we would consider it like artwork.
The little guy pinches the bridge of his nose, shakes his head, and he flies over to you, Lee, and he takes your hand, your finger. He takes your finger, and he points toward one of the mounds directly in front of you, and he starts tugging on you.
Okay.
He pulls you toward the mound, and you step on it, and it crumples. And he says,
Ba 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 da ba.
Any help here?
I step on one.
Ba to wa go to the ba. Wah 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 wah.
I put my hands
So
up.
some of them are okay?
he flies over to another one that's directly in front of where you're standing, Lee, and he marks a circle on it. And he flies over to another one adjacent to where you're standing, Kato, and he marks an X into it.
he's got ones that are okay and ones that aren't.
He looks at the owl statue, and back to you, and he puts out his hands again.
Ba ba.
He wants something to get us across. That's what he wants.
More.
Yeah.
You want more? Kind of like showing like...
Ba ba.
I think he wants more.
Mm-hmm.
A businessman.
Okay.
I hold out a silver coin.
He flies over, looks at it, hands it back to you, confused.
I go back to the sand, try to put my hands out, and try to do another search.
Give me another dexterity perception check. DC 15 again.
Nat 20!
Nat 20. You locate another ping.
I pull again.
You stand directly over it, place the glove on the ground, and begin to pull again. The ground begins to shake, the sands begin to shift, and you pull, and a pile of these little owl statuettes appear in your hand.
I go over to him and show him again.
Don't give him all of them at once.
I motion again. You can have these if we go through.
He points one finger up in the air and points it toward the owl. And he points one finger up in the air and he points it toward a mound.
1 per mound?
That works.
Not even going to get us close.
I put it down. Is this what you want?
Put 1 per mound. You've got a handful of them.
I gesture for the owl statuettes. Can I have one, please?
Here. He handed it to me. Yeah. Here.
I point at the statuette, and then I put one finger up at him, and then I put 3 fingers up, and I point at the mounds.
Give me a persuasion check. I'm going to call that a DC 15.
That is a 19. Again.
Wow.
With a different bonus.
He holds up 3 fingers, looks at you. He's kind of shaking his head back and forth. And now he's shaking his head. And he holds up. He kind of slyly looks back and forth and holds up 4 fingers.
So he gets 1 for every 4 mounds?
I put my hand out. I put my hand out to Aila. And
yes.
I nod my head at him.
He holds out his hand for you to shake.
Guys, I don't know if I'm agreeing to 4 statues or 4 mounds, but I think it's 4 mounds, and I shake his hand.
You shake, and he
shakes your little finger.
Creates a straight line of 120 mounds that you can pass by.
Nice.
I bow to him.
He bows to you.
Are we good to go? Can
Is
we
that
go?
easy?
I think we're still worried about the wagon, but
Aaliyah is like, if he's gonna freak out, look, I guess I don't actually care. I don't mind if I bust down these mounds. What's he gonna do to me?
Okay. Well, let's try to be respectful.
You don't know what you're saying.
And get through here without smashing them.
I don't think that
If
I
we
can.
can.
Legitimately, it's the wagon is too wide for me to be able to make it through that strip there. Aila, give me a flat intelligence check, just a DC 10.
10?
Nice. You're thinking about it, and you're like, what if it's not the owl statuette specifically? What if it's the material that he wants? What if he just wants chromatic steel?
Do we have any chromatic steel we could offer him?
I'd turn to the traders. Do we have any chromatic steel? I don't think we need much.
Lou sighs, and she reaches down to her hip. She pulls out a chromatic steel dagger and tosses it to you, Kato. Here, will this get us through?
I hold it up to him and I say, Baba, and I pull my hands apart as if gesturing for him to widen the path.
He turns around to the path, closes one eye, extends one arm, kind of like runs it up and down the path, strokes his chin, looks back at the chromatic steel dagger. He flits over to it and kind of reaches out to put a hand on it and says,
Can he have it, Lou?
"Sure, whatever. I've got another. It's not like it's gone forever, right?"
Fair. I shrug and I just sort of gesture to him to take it. I guess I can carry it if he can't lift it, but
He gives you a thumbs up. He grabs the chromatic steel dagger, kind of falls toward the ground a little bit. His wings begin to flutter faster and faster, and he muscles it so that he's holding it between his arms, and he's like, and he holds out 2 toward you, and he points toward one row and goes, and he points towards the other row, and he goes,
So does that mean we can go down between those 2 rows?
yeah, I think he just says don't step on one on either side. So I'm gonna slowly put my foot on. I'm putting my foot on the row that he is indicating and seeing if he gets mad about me stepping on it, or does it like clear now?
Like one of the roads he's nodded his head at, right?
Yes, there are now 2, is my understanding.
Yes. And he says,
Ba 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 ba
Okay, my foot touches it.
ba ba ba.
Okay. All right, we can go.
Nice.
Let's go.
Just hold on to the cabos.
Ah, good.
cool. So you guys
I give him one
carefully-
last bow.
He bows back to you.
I walk over to him, reach down to shake a finger.
He shakes your finger.
And then I'm going to reach up and pound my back and give him 2 thumbs up.
He holds 2 thumbs up back at you.
I take a little piece of metal, like the smallest piece of metal I can find, and a little scrap of paper that I write as small as I can on it so that it will still be to scale for him. I want to make a little name tag for him and stick it on the front of his shirt that says the gatekeeper.
Sure. He's a little confused whenever you're doing this, but then you leave it on his shirt and he shrugs his shoulders and says,
Just in case anybody else has to deal with him later, they at least will get the gist.
Let's consider it.
I appreciate posterity. I start walking down the 2 rows.
He supervises as you guys walk these 2 rows, but you make it to the end, and at the end he nods his head.
Just wave at him and keep right along.
He's just scratching his chin and looking at you.
Lee tries to bow
Moving.
also.
Keep moving. Let's go.
I just keep walking.
Lee, as you bow to him, he just kind of gets like a disgusted look and shakes his head and flies away.
Yeah, I thought that might happen.
Connor's still trying to, like, as he walks, like, with everything, he's trying to see if he finds any more steel in the ground to pull.
Sure. Give me one more dexterity perception check.
Come on, give me it. 17.
17. As you leave this area of the mounds, are scanning sort of the next area, and you feel one more ping. You press your hand to the ground and pull, and the ground begins to shake, and it continues to shake, and sand
that's a
begins to
big one.
part in a wider area. It's about 15 feet by 15 feet. A big piece of metal begins to emerge from the ground and rises toward the sky, extending about 20 feet high in total once complete. And you see this is a pillar that has been carved into a humanoid form of a nude figure with no eyes and a gaping mouth with sharp teeth, salivating, and it is bent over a pile of bodies, what look like humans to you, and it has one in its hand, bringing it toward its mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
What is this?
Connor, how did you lift that?
Turns, looks in bowl.
Bro just flexes at me. He exhales and like steam comes out of his bull nose.
That is where we'll end our session.
That's sick.
It's my favorite guy so
That's
far.
a cool statue. Yeah, I like Jake. I really, really appreciate that the clerics are getting strange.
Yeah.
I like, and they have an internal logic. We have to just figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
Like that guy, like him being dressed in a business suit should have been a very obvious tip off, but it was still like, I like this a lot. It's great. They're very Looney Tunes. Like even the Mega Keikos, I like that you made them like, because Looney Tunes is so patently absurd compared to like the gravity of the situation we're in the rest of the game. It's great that like a creature would just be like, oh yeah, this is how I operate. This is the world I live in.
I love that Kato, who is our negotiator, figured out to negotiate with the guy.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah. Also,
Good
yeah,
call.
you're our trade guy.
I was like, oh, I get the cut of this man's jib.
Yeah. Hey, this guy looks familiar.
And you would know what a
Do
jib
you have a
is.
flashback to somebody at the trade agreement? Just a bald old man.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite characters to play because I could just say whatever. I didn't have to think about a backstory or anything like that. It was awesome.
A slight peek behind the screen if you're willing to give it. Did you create that cleric after Kato came together as a character, or was that already a cleric?
Anthony told me that I needed to have a cleric soon that's just a funny little guy.
Awesome. Your prompt, make a funny little guy. Yeah.
And then
And it's great. It's wonderful.
It
this
was
funny
good.
little guy, after all that, I pull something that's horrifying out of the sand.
Yeah, the tone is awesome.
Yeah.
I love that you set up like there's an ancient horrible creature that may or may not be around because it's a cleric.
It's a fade
Awesome.
for my Robert Jordan heads out there.
I want to know what that little guy, how he reacts to that whenever we come back.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Definitely be like, I know you gave up your daggers. We can take some of this and make new ones for you if you want.
All right.
Nice.
Well,
We all set?
I think so. I'm ready to be done with it. My throat's dry.
All right, bye.
Thanks for listening. Echoes of Malus is created and DM'd by Jake Parsley. Connor is played by Justin White. Lee is played by Anthony Mott. Aila is played by Annabeth Parsley. Kato is played by Drake D. White. Additional writing and combat design are provided by Zachary Cox. Our audio editor is Drake D. White. Our music is by Public Circuit. And our concept art is by EternalGem. Your producer is me, Leanne Jay. We'll see you next time.